Jesus Reigns TV. Colonizing, dominating, and impacting nations with the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ. A men anointed by God for such a time as this, proclaiming the decrees of heaven and announcing the seasons of God among man. A men aligned with the calendar of heaven. A prophet with an attitude of a servant, a father with a heart of son, a voice of prophecy in this generation.
Blessed be the name of the Lord. What a marvelous hour, what a marvelous time. Our family, the Lord has spoken once again to me. Let us begin to pray for everything that is moving in the waters. Everything that is moving in the waters. Everything that is moving within the ocean. Begin to pray for whatever mode of transportation that moves on top of the ocean or inside of the ocean, because I see another disappearance. Again, I see a disappearance where they shall say another plane or another, it's a ship this time around. It transports and it began to disappear within the waters, within the ocean again. Now, I see this happening very soon.
On to find a submersible that vanished while diving on the Titanic shipwreck. 5 people were on board. The U.S. and Canadian Coast Guards have launched an all-out search with planes and ships and buoys equipped with sonar. The ocean at that point is about 13,000 feet deep in that area. And as of yesterday afternoon, officials estimated the passengers might have had somewhere between 70 and 96 hours worth of air left if the sub is still intact. Now, this was a sightseeing expedition that cost $250,000 a person. The passengers included a British billionaire explorer, a Pakistani businessman, and his son. There are also reports by the CBC and CTV News in Canada that a famous French diver and Titanic expert was also on the sub. These are some of the last images of the submersible as it began its descent on Sunday morning. The deepest ever underwater rescue was less than 2,000 feet. So this could be an unprecedented rescue if the Coast Guard finds that sub. CNN national correspondent Jason Carroll has the latest on the search from Boston. And I think that context, that comparison, the deepest ever was 2,000. This could be as much as 13,000. What have you learned overnight?
Yeah. Like the same way it happened on the MSH 17, I see a scenario that quite looks like the same scenario within the waters.
According to the Coast Guard, the submersible lost communication with its mothership, the Polar Prince, less than 2 hours into its descent Sunday morning as it ventured towards the wreckage of the Titanic. The company that operates the submersible on voyages to the Titanic, OceanGate Expeditions, releasing this statement: "Our entire focus is on the well-being of the crew, and every step possible is being taken to bring the 5 crew members back safely." On board, businessman Hamish Harding, who is no stranger to adventure.
I've always wanted to do this.
Recently, he was a passenger on Blue Origin's June 2022 spaceflight. On Saturday, he posted on his Facebook page, "I am proud to finally announce that I joined OceanGate Expeditions for their RMS Titanic mission as a mission specialist on the sub going down to the Titanic." Also on board, Pakistani businessman Shahzada Dawood and his son Sulaiman Dawood. Their family issuing a statement saying, "We are very grateful for the concern being shown by our colleagues and friends and would like to request everyone to pray for their safety." According to OceanGate Expeditions website, the 21-foot, 23,000-pound submersible made of carbon fiber and titanium has up to 96 hours, 4 days, of oxygen for 5 people. Larry Daly, a Titanic expert, has been inside the 21-foot vessel.
I was in the sub for 12 hours. We have our own breathing system on board, and if that's maintained properly, like changing your filter and your CO2 scrubber, you can stay down there for, quite a few hours.
In an interview with CBS last year, OceanGate Expeditions CEO touting the submersible's safety.
Everything else can fail. Your thrusters can go, your lights can go, you're still going to be safe.
Men anointed by God for such a time as this, proclaiming the decrees of heaven and announcing the seasons of God among man. A men aligned with the calendar of heaven. A prophet with an attitude of a servant, a father with a heart of son, a voice of prophecy in this generation.